Right, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm going to be talking about why I believe the magpie syndrome, magpie effect, the shiny penny syndrome is destroying your property investment business. And yeah, this is like my thought of the day. I'm not going to be doing any like calls or anything because it's Saturday and stuff. This is just what I need to get off my chest because it's so fucking important. I think you need to learn about it, right? So I'll do a wee walkthrough of an example of what this would look like, okay? So let's just say your strategy is buy to let, right? You go up here, you start up here, and you're optimistic, you're happy, right? You're like, I've seen people do this, it looks brilliant, and they're making loads of money. Let's say it's deal packaging, for example. You may be an investor, so apply it to that, but let's just say it's deal packaging. You're seeing people make deals, they're making bank, right? Fucking awesome. And then it gets difficult. You are now in it. You've started your business, you've started everything, you've gone on Companies House, you've created your logo, created the name, you've gone out to networking events, and you are trying to find clients and deals. This represents informed pessimism, right? Like you are down here, you're like, oh shit, this is so much harder than just say finding investor and finding a deal, right? And then that's you in the middle. A lot of people sell it. You just got to find the deal, you just got to find the investor, and then you bridge the gap. Well, building that fucking bridge can take years, right? So it's difficult. You have now realized it's difficult, extremely difficult. So what do? You see someone over here doing like HMOs or insert any other strategy, and they're making big bank. And you're like, oh mate, I might do that because this buy to let carry on. It's oversaturated, there's so many people already doing it. Not many people are doing this one, so I might just nip on over here, start again. And then informed pessimism. It's harder. It's a harder strategy. It is not easier than buy to lets. Yes, you may get more money, but it's harder to find people because say it's a lot more upfront cash in order to do this. So you've got to find a very specific kind of person with a lot of available cash who trusts you to what you want to do, right? Which was already hard. Now it's harder, right? And then you go all the way down here. But I want to get back to what would happen if you stayed, right? You now know it's difficult. You know it's difficult, but you stick to it. You find a client, you find a deal, and then rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Like these, oh my God, these are meant to be infinity signs. You do this constantly, and then you go up, and then you success, big tick, right? There are better people doing diagrams than that, but you get what I'm saying. If you keep going down here, and then jumping, you go from HMO, and then you see serviced accommodation, and then you go over here, oh, this looks great, oh, it's really difficult, and then you cross off. You don't realize the moment you cross off could be where it goes up here, right? I nearly crossed off here, like I wanted to quit. My family had to talk me out of it. Lauren had to talk me out of it when I was down here in the Valley of Despair. That's it, it's come back to me, the Valley of Despair, Valley of Despair, write that down. Same down here. Same down here. When you get into that Valley of Despair, and then you're like, I'm not making any deals, I can't find anyone, I can't find clients, like I just can't seem to build my network, like no one's liking my social media posts, like no one cares, no one's doing nothing. You're in this like, I have to quit, I need to quit, or I might just go to another strategy, I might just do something else. You don't realize you could be that close to up here. But I'm about to say something that contradicts everything that I just said, and I was gonna probably not say it in this video, but it's the truth, it's what I done. So I may as well be honest because you might be commenting below. Bit of a hypocrite there, Scott. I guess we'll see. Right, when I started out, the whole theme of this is pivoting, knowing when you want to do something else, okay? Because yes, I started off doing buy to lets, buy to let, buy refurbish, refinance, and flip. And it was all under the umbrella of deal packaging. Deal packaging, touched on it earlier. Yeah, very simplified. It's not easy, but very simplified. You find a deal for your client, and then you do all of the work for them. Like you find it, negotiate it, buy it, you manage the refurb, you do all of this, manage the power team, everyone involved, architect, solicitor, broker, builder, all of these people, you manage all of that. Well, that's what we do anyway. We do the hands-free service, okay? That's what we do. Oh, that's what I want to do anyway. Now, that's what I'd done in the past, right? And I was here at the top at the end of 2022. 2022, I was up here, informed optimism or uninformed optimism. And then in the middle of 2023, I was way down here, Valley of Despair, like deep in the trenches, deep in the fucking trenches. I done one deal for £1,995 and more or less lost it, like just lost all hope. It was 6 months, like 6-7 months, and I made under £2,000, of which most, like half of it went to the accountant to like file my accounts, and you know, like the rest went to the engagement ring, which was pretty cool. But I was in the Valley of Despair, and for the next 6 months after that, until the end of 2023, I went back to lifeguarding, and I was even further in the Valley of Despair. But I wouldn't quit. Like there was no quitting in me. Like I'm not quitting. Now, with what I just said earlier, what I should have done was just keep going, and until I succeeded, right? And you might be thinking, Scott, yeah, that's what you just said. If you kept going, you would have succeeded. But for my situation, now this could apply to you. I always wanted to do HMOs. And I am not chatting shit, I promise. I always wanted to do HMOs. But I was too scared, so I done these. These are like your weed, your little gateway strategies. This is like the heroin, right? Let's just be honest. That's a big juicy one. That is something I did not want to go and start off like by myself. I didn't have any network, I didn't know nothing. I did not want to jump straight into HMOs. Other people have. And maybe in hindsight I probably should have. It's not as if it was going to kill me, but I tell you what, I was too scared, so I done that. That was not something I actually truly deep down to my core wanted to do. This was. So when I'm in the Valley of Despair, bearing in mind, for like a year now, 1 year, I decided I'm not going to quit. I'm going to continue doing the deal packaging. I'm going to change over to HMOs because that's what I want to do. I did gain experience doing there. I just wanted to pivot, and then I'd done a HMOs. Now, when I started HMOs, it was one of those things that started off up here, happy, and because I had a mentor this time, there wasn't really a Valley of Despair, maybe a wee dip of despair, and then just fucking rocketed up. And now it's just been like that ever since, because the mentor stopped me from going down here. He stopped all of that from happening. I may have went down here, but I just went all the way up there. Now, I say all of this to say that I know this isn't a structured video, but you're probably in the Valley of Despair. You're probably sat there thinking, there's no customers coming to me. There's other people doing better things. Like I want to do this, I want to do HMOs, or I want to do this, but I'm doing this, and it's not something that I actually want to do, but I'm seeing all these people doing better. But if you're in the Valley of Despair doing something that you actually loved, then I think you've got to stick to it. Yes, you've got to pivot a little bit. Some things may not actually be working. If you're like in the Valley of Despair, but if I asked you, are you going to networking events? No. Are you posting on social media? No. You doing any cold outreaches? No. You following up? No. Right. That Valley of Despair is solvable because all of those things that you're not doing, start doing them, and then you'll go up doing the strategy that you love, right? So, say all of this to say, if you're in the Valley of Despair, it's okay. If it's something, you're doing something that you love, just change it up, try and change it up a wee bit and get yourself out of it. Do not fucking quit, because I didn't quit. And if it's something that you didn't, and it's worked out, and if it's something that you didn't want to do, but you like so like I didn't want to do this, but I wanted to do deal packaging. So I wanted to do deal packaging. So I was in the Valley of Despair for deal packaging, and I didn't quit deal packaging, so I kept going up. All I did was change to HMOs, change to what I actually wanted to do from the start. That's fine, okay? That's fine. Now, I probably should have structured this video, but the overall message is, don't just chase what other people are doing and abandon the thing that you're loving, right? If you're doing the thing that you actually want to do, unlike me, if you're doing the thing that you actually want to do, and you see someone doing something else, but it's not what you want to do, but they're making bank, don't fucking chase it. Because when it gets hard, you will quit. You won't even pivot, you'll just quit, right? So stick to the thing that you actually love, like you actually want to do, And if you're like, I don't know how to get out of it, I don't know what to do, write down a list and use the inversion method. The inversion method, here we go, this is how I'm going to save this butchered ass video. I've talked about it in a previous video, so it's in depth, right? In depth. But I'll talk about it here a little bit. Now, the inversion method is, if I was in the valley of despair, okay, I'm down here and I'm hating it, right? I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get out of it. I would ask myself, what would I have to do to fail? Because if you're like, what would I have to do to succeed? You'd think to yourself, I don't know what to do to succeed. It's so difficult. But your brain is hardwired, after fucking thousands of years, it's hardwired to find danger, find problems, and identify them like that. If I asked you how many things are going wrong in your life, you'd list 10 of them immediately. But if I said, tell me 10 things that are going well, you'd have to take a wee think about it, right? It's just easier to identify problems. Hence why generally people are more negative, right? Anyway, if I were to say, how would I fail? How would I fail at this whilst I'm in the valley of despair, okay? How would I fail? I would not, okay, I would not do these things. Go to networking events, post on social media, do cold outreach, market my services, learn skills. So learn how to do sales, learn how to market, learn sales. I'll just put learn sales, but learn valuable skills and continuous learning. So write down a list of all the things that you wouldn't do if you wanted to fail. How would I fail? I wouldn't do all of these, and there would be loads more as well. And then inverse it, okay? I would network, I would post on social media, I would do this, would do that, would do that, would do that. And then that is your ticket to get out of the valley of despair. So rather than going, oh, I'm going to try this method and try that method and get semi-good at something and then quit, and then semi-good at something and then quit, semi-good at something and then quit, just be beginner level at all these things. Focus on the one thing that you are good at, that you do love, and then do all of these things that you actually know what to do once using the inversion method, and get yourself out of the fucking valley of despair and not be a magpie, right? Oh God, I need to structure these videos, man. That was a mess. If you, that's a shower thought for you. I literally just came out of the shower. Yeah, right. Sorry about that. Subscribe. Cheers, see you in a bit.